are regions of the world so vast and complex that understanding them feels almost impossible. Places where nature dominates, borders remain fragile, and daily life depends on resilience rather than convenience. Central Africa is one of those regions. From rainforests that regulate the global climate to cities shaped by rivers instead of roads. This part of the continent plays a far greater role in the world than most people realize. Its landscapes are rich, its cultures are deep, and its resources power industries far beyond its borders. Yet Central Africa is also known for danger. Deadly roads, unstable borders, long histories of conflict and exploitation. But these challenges did not appear by accident. They are the result of geography, colonial decisions, and modern global demand. In this video, we explore Central Africa as it truly is, and why this region remains one of the most important places on Earth. This is Central Africa, at your own risk. The roads of no return. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, roads are the first obstacle to survival. Not distance, not fuel, the road itself. Only about 2% of the country's roads are paved. That means most travel happens on dirt tracks carved into red earth. During the dry season, they are rough but passable. During the rains, they become traps. Heavy trucks sink until axles disappear. Bridges collapse without warning. Landslides block entire regions for weeks. In some areas, a trip of 100 kilometers can take several days, sometimes longer. Drivers plan journeys around weather, not time. If rain starts early, movement stops completely. In the Central African Republic, the situation is even more extreme. Towns like Ngoto depend on a single road. When it floods or collapses, the town is cut off entirely. Even ambulances avoid it. Food prices rise overnight. Medical supplies run out. Communication ends. Roads here are not just infrastructure. They decide who eats, who trades, and who survives. And once a road becomes this valuable, someone always tries to control it. When roads become battlegrounds. In Central Africa, roads are more than routes. They are assets. Because wherever legal transport fails, illegal transport fills the gap. Many of these roads double as smuggling corridors. Diamonds from remote mines, gold dug by hand, timber cut deep inside protected forests. These resources move quietly toward borders, often at night, often without paperwork. Armed groups understand this value. They position themselves along key routes. A checkpoint appears where none existed yesterday. A rope across the road, a man with a weapon and no uniform. Payment is demanded, cash if possible, fuel if not, sometimes goods. For drivers, refusal is rarely an option. There is no alternate route, no authority nearby. This is how roads become battlegrounds without gunfire. Control changes hands. Routes open and close. The danger is not constant violence. It is unpredictability. One week a road is safe. The next, it is controlled by someone else. And this instability doesn't stop at the road. It spreads outward, toward cities that depend on these fragile connections. A capital held together by water. Bangui, the capital of the Central African Republic, exists because of one river, the Ubangi. Founded in 1889 by French explorers, Bangui was built as a river port. More than a century later, it still depends on that same waterway. When roads fail, the river remains open. Boats carry food, fuel, and people. Everything arrives by hand. Everything leaves the same way. The port is the city's lifeline. Without it, Bangui cannot function. But decades of instability have slowed development. Roads inside the city are damaged. Electricity is unreliable. Security varies by neighborhood. Yet daily life continues. Markets open early. Goods from upriver are traded immediately. River traders cross borders that barely exist on maps. Bangui survives because it adapts, not because conditions are good, but because stopping is not an option. The city shows how fragile Central African capitals really are. They are not supported by strong infrastructure. They are supported by movement. And further downstream, that movement leads to a city of a very different scale, one where chaos turns into culture. Kinshasa, order inside chaos. Kinshasa is one of Africa's largest cities. It sits directly on the Congo River, and it should not work as well as it does. Founded in 1881 as Leopoldville, Kinshasa grew rapidly without matching infrastructure. Colonial planning favored extraction, not long-term urban systems. After independence, growth accelerated even faster. Millions of people arrived faster than roads, power grids, or public services could be built. Neighborhoods expanded outward without formal planning. Informal housing filled the gaps. Traffic is constant. Electricity cuts are normal. Water access is uneven. Yet the city functions. Markets organize themselves block by block. Prices adjust hourly. Supply routes shift constantly. Motorbikes replace buses. Drivers memorize shortcuts rather than follow maps. River transport fills the gaps where roads fail. The Congo River becomes infrastructure. Boats move food, fuel, and people daily. Ports form naturally along its banks. Kinshasa is also a cultural center. Congolese rumba was born here, a music style that spread across Africa and later earned UNESCO recognition. Music, art, and fashion move faster than infrastructure. Street style changes weekly. Lyrics respond to politics in real time. Creativity becomes survival. Expression becomes economy. Across the river sits another capital, Brazzaville. Two capitals face each other across a stretch of water less than 2 kilometers wide. They share a river. They share history. But movement between them is tightly controlled. Kinshasa shows a pattern common across Central Africa. Cities do not collapse when systems fail. They reorganize. But not every city survives through culture alone. Some are built for something buried underground. Lubumbashi and the price of metal. Lubumbashi was founded in 1910 for one reason: mining. The city grew around extraction sites rather than trade routes. Railways were built to move minerals, not people. Urban planning followed the ore. The ground beneath the city holds copper and cobalt, materials now essential to phones, electric cars, and modern batteries. As global technology shifted, Lubumbashi became more important. Demand surged quietly. Production followed. Global demand keeps Lubumbashi active. Trucks move day and night. Rail lines carry ore across borders toward ports. But wealth does not spread evenly. Large industrial mines operate beside informal pits. Men dig with hand tools. Children sort stones in the dust. Safety is minimal. Tunnels collapse. Exposure to toxic materials is common. Cobalt extracted here ends up powering technology worldwide. Yet many local communities lack electricity themselves. Power lines pass overhead without connection. The city depends on global markets it cannot control. When prices rise, extraction intensifies. When prices fall, jobs disappear overnight. Borders matter less to minerals than people. Resources flow outward efficiently. Infrastructure inward does not. Lubumbashi represents a wider Central African reality. The region fuels global industries, but absorbs the environmental and social cost. And beyond the mines, another struggle plays out quietly, one between protection and profit. Virunga, protection under fire. Virunga National Park was established in 1925. It is Africa's oldest national park. Its creation predates most modern conservation laws. Protection here has always required adaptation. It contains volcanoes, lakes, and rare wildlife. Snow-capped peaks rise near tropical forest. Ecosystems overlap in a single protected zone. Most famously, Virunga is home to mountain gorillas. One of the rarest primates on Earth. But Virunga sits inside an unstable region. Decades of conflict surround its borders. Control shifts often. Armed groups move through nearby areas. Illegal charcoal production threatens forests. Poaching targets wildlife. Park rangers patrol with weapons, not to hunt animals, to protect them. More than 200 rangers have died in the line of duty over decades. Ambushes are common. Patrols are constant. Conservation here is not symbolic. It is dangerous work. Virunga also faces pressure from oil exploration. Energy companies see economic opportunity beneath protected land. Local communities see potential jobs. Economic interests clash with environmental protection. The park survives through constant negotiation with governments, with communities, with armed groups. Virunga proves that conservation in Central Africa cannot be separated from security. Protecting nature means confronting human conflict directly. And deeper in the forest, there is a place where borders fade almost completely. Sangha Tri-National, one forest, three countries. Sangha Tri-National spans three countries: Central African Republic, Cameroon, Republic of Congo. The forest existed long before the borders. Political lines arrived late. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2012 because of its scale and biodiversity. Protection here required international cooperation. This rainforest shelters forest elephants, lowland gorillas, bongos, and rare birds. Species adapted to dense jungle, not open plains. Forest elephants here are smaller than savanna elephants. Their bodies evolved for narrow paths and thick vegetation. Their tusks are straighter and thinner. The forest does not follow political borders. Animals move freely. People do too. Communities have hunted, fished, and traded here for generations. Movement is seasonal, not political. Logging and poaching remain constant threats. So does illegal mining. Access roads increase pressure rapidly. Protection depends on cooperation. If one country fails, the ecosystem suffers. Rangers track footprints across borders. Information is shared quietly. Patrols coordinate without publicity. Sangha shows what Central Africa holds when pressure is reduced. An ecosystem functioning as it has for thousands of years. But outside protected zones, history has left deeper scars. Ones drawn with straight lines on maps. Garamba and what disappeared. Garamba National Park was established in 1938. It is one of Africa's oldest protected areas. Located in the northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo, Garamba sits far from major cities. Its remoteness once protected it. Later, it exposed it. For decades, the park was famous for one animal in particular, the northern white rhinoceros. Once, hundreds lived here. They moved across open savanna and woodland. They were closely monitored and heavily guarded. Today, none remain in the wild. Poaching accelerated during years of regional conflict. Civil wars weakened state control. Armed groups moved freely through the park. Rangers were outnumbered and under-equipped. Weapons used by poachers were often military-grade. Protection became impossible to sustain. Rhino horn moved across borders easily. Smuggling routes linked Central Africa to global markets. Demand came from far outside Africa. The killing was fast. The recovery was impossible. Garamba still exists. Elephants remain. Giraffes move through the savanna. Lions still hunt. But absence defines the park. Conservation efforts continue. Aerial patrols monitor movement. Rangers track animals and people simultaneously. Technology now supplements manpower. Garamba represents a hard truth about Central Africa. Protection often arrives too late. Once a species is gone, no policy can reverse it. The park is now a warning, not just about wildlife loss, but about how instability accelerates destruction. And that instability did not start in the forest. It began with borders drawn far away. Borders that never fit. Central Africa's borders were drawn during European colonization. They followed rulers and maps, not people. Colonial administrators divided territory quickly. They ignored language, culture, and trade patterns. Entire societies were split overnight. Ethnic groups were separated between countries. Trade routes were cut in half. Communities woke up on different sides of new nations. After independence, these borders remained. Changing them risked even more conflict, so they stayed. But authority within them was weak. Today, many borders are invisible on the ground. No fences or clear markers, sometimes not even a checkpoint. People cross on foot, by canoe, by motorbike. Smuggling thrives in these spaces. Diamonds, gold, timber, fuel. So do armed groups. When conflict erupts in one country, it rarely stays there. Weapons move easily. Fighters retreat across borders. Resources follow. Governments struggle to control remote regions. Distance works against them. Infrastructure fails before authority arrives. In some areas, the nearest capital feels farther away than a neighboring village in another country. These borders were never designed for stability. They were designed for administration. And their consequences shape daily life, especially for communities living between nations. Those communities survive not by relying on states, but by relying on each other. Forest communities and adaptation. Central Africa is home to some of the oldest forest communities on Earth, often referred to as pygmy groups. They have lived in the Congo Basin for thousands of years. Their survival depends on deep environmental knowledge, plant medicine, animal behavior, seasonal movement. This knowledge is specific and local, passed down through generations, rarely written. Music plays a central role. Polyphonic singing mirrors the forest itself, multiple voices moving independently yet together. Sound becomes memory. Modern pressures threaten this way of life. Logging roads open deep forest areas. Mining brings displacement. Conservation zones restrict traditional movement. In some cases, communities are excluded from protected land. In others, they are relocated entirely. Some families are pushed toward permanent settlements. Others lose access to hunting and gathering grounds. Adaptation becomes necessary. Trade replaces hunting. Cash replaces exchange. Wage labor replaces seasonal movement. Yet cultural knowledge persists, orally, through practice. Children still learn plant use. Songs still encode history. Rituals still mark seasons. These communities reveal a different kind of resilience, one not built on infrastructure, but on understanding environment. And that environment extends far beyond Central Africa, because the forest they live in helps regulate the planet's climate. The Congo Basin. Why the world depends on it. The Congo Basin is the second largest rainforest in the world. Only the Amazon is larger. It spans multiple countries and covers millions of square kilometers. Its scale alone makes it globally important. The forest absorbs enormous amounts of carbon dioxide. It regulates rainfall across Central and West Africa. It helps stabilize global climate systems. What happens here does not stay here. Changes in the Congo Basin affect weather far beyond the continent. Rainfall shifts. Temperatures rise. Extreme weather becomes more common. Deforestation increases temperatures locally and globally. Rainfall patterns change. Floods and droughts intensify. Logging, mining, and agriculture continue to expand, often illegally, often faster than regulation can respond. Satellite images show forest loss accelerating. Roads carve access deeper each year. Once access exists, pressure follows. Yet millions depend on the forest directly, for food, for fuel, for shelter, for income. Protecting the Congo Basin is not simple. Conservation conflicts with survival. Economic need clashes with long-term stability. Local communities face impossible choices: protect the forest or feed families. Central Africa sits at the center of this tension. Local decisions carry global consequences. And as pressure increases, movement becomes the final constant, along rivers that replace highways. When rivers replace roads. In much of Central Africa, rivers function as highways, especially when roads fail. The Congo River and its tributaries stretch thousands of kilometers. They connect remote villages to major cities. They move food, fuel, and people. Boats range from large cargo barges to to narrow wooden canoes. Everything is transported by hand. There are no loading machines in most ports. River travel is slow but reliable. Unlike roads, rivers do not disappear in the rain. They flood, but they remain passable. Entire communities depend on scheduled boats. Missing one can mean waiting weeks for supplies. Medical emergencies often travel by river first, not ambulance. Goods move in bulk: cassava, fish, fuel drums, building materials. A single boat can supply dozens of villages along its route. But rivers carry risk too. Overloaded boats capsize. Storms arrive without warning. Fuel shortages strand travelers mid-journey. Navigation depends on experience. River pilots memorize currents, sandbanks, and seasonal changes. There are few maps, no digital tracking. Piracy exists in some regions. So does informal taxation at river checkpoints. Payment is expected, even without authority. Still, rivers remain the safest option. They bypass armed roadblocks. They cross borders quietly. Water determines movement here. And where movement concentrates, cities grow, sometimes faster than systems can support. Daily life in a high-risk region. For people living in Central Africa, danger is not constant panic. It is background calculation. Which route is open today? Which market has supplies? Which checkpoint is active? Most people are not thinking about geopolitics. They are thinking about logistics. Farmers time harvests around transport access. If roads close, crops spoil. If fuel prices rise, goods stop moving. Traders monitor river schedules as closely as weather forecasts. A delayed boat affects dozens of families downstream. Phones are charged whenever power appears. Generators fill the gaps. Solar panels replace grids. Communication is strategic. Information about conflict spreads quickly. Warnings pass through markets and churches faster than official channels. Community networks replace formal systems. Neighbors pool money for transport. Families share storage space. Despite instability, routine exists. Children attend school when possible. Markets open daily. Music and football continue. This normalcy is not accidental. It is practiced. Living here means adapting constantly without stopping life. Risk is managed, not avoided. People learn to read signs. A quiet road, a closed shop, a delayed bus. These details shape decisions. And this ability to endure is what keeps the region functioning, even when infrastructure fails. But resilience does not erase loss. Illness goes untreated. Opportunities disappear. Central Africa survives not because conditions are easy, but because people adjust faster than systems collapse. Danger and beauty coexist. Central Africa's reputation often focuses on risk. But danger does not define the entire experience. Rainforests still stand largely intact. Wildlife exists nowhere else on Earth. Cultures persist across generations. Okapis move quietly through dense jungle, a species found only in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Half giraffe, half zebra, adapted to shadow and cover. Gorillas raise young in protected valleys. Forest elephants carve hidden paths through vegetation. Rare birds nest where roads never reached. These ecosystems survived because access remained difficult. Isolation became protection. But isolation is shrinking. Logging roads open new areas. Mining camps push deeper into forests. At the same time, cities produce art and music that travel globally. Congolese rumba influenced modern African sound. Its rhythm reflects urban life shaped by struggle and creativity. Fashion, dance, and language evolve quickly. Kinshasa sets trends across the continent. Beauty and danger share space here. One does not cancel the other. A national park can sit beside a conflict zone. A music studio can operate during a power outage. This balance explains why the region matters. Central Africa is not frozen in crisis. It is active, changing, relevant. And that relevance reaches far beyond the continent, even when the world rarely looks closely. Why Central Africa matters. Central Africa is often discussed in fragments. A war here, a mine there, a park under threat. But the region functions as a system. Its forests regulate climate. Its minerals power modern technology. Its rivers sustain millions. Cobalt mined in the Congo ends up in electric vehicles worldwide. Timber logged illegally enters global markets. Carbon absorbed by forests affects temperatures across continents. Instability here does not remain local. It affects supply chains, weather patterns, global markets. Understanding Central Africa means understanding connection between geography and politics, between history and infrastructure, between local survival and global demand. Colonial borders weakened governance. Poor infrastructure increased vulnerability. Global demand intensified pressure. The danger is real. So is the importance. Ignoring the region simplifies it. Understanding it gives context. And context changes how we see risk. It turns chaos into cause and effect. Central Africa is not defined by risk alone. It is defined by what persists despite it. Movement continues. Trade adapts. Culture evolves. And as long as the world depends on what comes from this region, its story remains unfinished. Central Africa challenges easy explanations. Its roads are dangerous. Its borders are fragile. Its history is complex. but it is also one of the most important regions on Earth. It shapes the global climate. It fuels modern industries. It carries cultures that have survived centuries of pressure. Understanding Central Africa requires looking beyond fear and into systems, history, and resilience. If this journey gave you a clearer picture of how the region works, why travel is risky, and why its future matters to the world, stay with the channel. Explore more stories that explain, not simplify. Share perspectives that add context, and follow for deeper looks into places most people never truly understand. This was Central Africa, at your own risk.